Whitney's final days, inside the night that the world last saw Whitney Houston.
With us, I want to dig a little deeper into all these conflicting reports still out there today about Whitney and her final days. Actress Sheryl Ralph is with us tonight from Hollywood. In Washington tonight, entertainment and lifestyle journalist Jawn Murray. I appreciate you both being here. Whitney's good friend and self-proclaimed former addict Chaka Khan just spoke out about what she thinks was going on with Whitney last week. And so did singer and friend Kelly Price, as we heard, but they're telling very different stories. Let's watch this.
She was not high. I'm a girl that grew up in the projects in New York City. I know high when I see it. She was not high.
I stand on that whoever flew her out to perform at that party should have provided someone to be there to somehow just keep the riffraff out of the situation. Just keep some of the dangerous people away.
I saw her with a couple of glasses of champagne, and then our interactions were normal. There was nothing that seemed that it was over the top. She didn't seem to be intoxicated to me.
Okay, and as we were just talking about, Chaka thinks that Whitney really needed to have supervision there. Kelly said Whitney wasn't drunk but had been drinking champagne. Steve says, you know, she should have had people protecting her and she shouldn't have been drinking in public given her past substance abuse. Jawn, let me start with you. Fans and friends alike, obviously everybody's desperate for answers. How should we reconcile all of these different accounts?
You know, AJ, it's really tough because, you know, Whitney Houston has done several interviews, and one of the things that stuck out in my mind is when she was speaking to Oprah Winfrey, and she told Oprah about when her mom, Cissy Houston, wanted to do an intervention with her, and Whitney told her mom, if you try to put me away, I will take Bobby Christina, I will leave the country, you'll never see me again. So I reference that to say this is a woman that I don't care who you put around her. If she was going to do what she wanted to do, she was going to do what she wanted to do. I definitely think it was unfortunate what happened that night. I heard your conversation with Steve earlier, and there was an incident in the club with Stacey Francis. They did have an argument about the singer Ray J, and Whitney had to be held back from fighting Stacey Francis. That is factual. I've spoken to everybody in the party. Everybody's story is very consistent. You know, Whitney, you know, should not have been drinking that night. And it's unfortunate that people have to talk about her drinking because now that we know that she was on a prescription medicine, you know, the two do not go hand in hand.
No.
So, you know, I don't know how the fans can reconcile the actions. They're just going to have to focus on the legacy that Whitney has left and the music that we'll have to remember.
And obviously, we haven't been able to independently confirm that there was any kind of an altercation, Jawn, as you know. Sheryl, I want to talk to you about this because you made what I thought was such an eloquent statement on the heels of Whitney's passing. Among what you said, fame is a very difficult friend to keep. You clearly understand what Chaka Khan was saying, that if Whitney was going to be at the Clive Davis pre-Grammy party, it would have been terrific if she could have had somebody around her who could have possibly kept her away from trouble. Don't you think?
You would have absolutely thought that there would be somebody there helping, watching, supporting Whitney as she went out. When we hear that she was drinking, we know that that was not a good thing. But sometimes, you know, fame gives you those fast friends, those yes friends. Yes, you're wonderful. Yes, you're fabulous. Yes, you can do this. Yes, yeah, I know. It's just another little drink. Yes, 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 yes. And you never hear no, and you feel protected. You feel that they're there for you. But I'm telling you, if there's one thing I've seen over and over, fame can be a witch, and we spell it with a B.
Yeah, no question about that. Look, we're not going to know for sure if drugs or alcohol played any part in Whitney Houston's death until the investigation is complete. Obviously, Jawn, as we said, there's a lot of speculation going on. But to Chaka Khan's point, Jawn, it just is so troubling to me and I think to everybody, regardless of whether you could find somebody who could say no to Whitney Houston, that she was even out partying. I mean, that's just, it disturbs me regardless of what the end result may have been.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that. One of the things, AJ, that I've learned from HLN's Dr. Drew and Jane Velez Mitchell is that addiction is a sickness. It's an illness that we have to treat like cancer and other things. And so, you know, Whitney was functioning with a sickness that she had went to rehab 3 times in an attempt to conquer. We know factually that she went back to rehab early last fall just so that she could shoot Sparkle. So this is a woman who was functioning with an addiction that many of us will never understand. And so oftentimes while it appeared that she was having a good time, that good time sometimes led to an end result that only made her sickness worse.
Yeah, well put. Sheryl Lee Ralph, John Murray, I thank you both very, very much.